Hey everyone, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Crusader Kings 3. Here today on the channel, we're going to be starting a brand new campaign on the Dance of Dragons scenario as Aemond Targaryen. So if you'd like to send that, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new, let me know feedback and suggestions in the comments, and mod lists are available to YouTube channel members as always. So in this alternative timeline, Aegon has died and blood and cheese were successful. So King Aemond has taken the throne and he's been thrust into this war against Rhaenyra. Daeron has arrived at the capital and we need to win this civil war against her. Now we've got a decision to make too. Who does Aemond now marry? Do I marry Helaena, who I've been fond of, or do I try and marry one of the Baratheon girls? So Aemond has some really good stats, only 15 martial but 28 prowess. Now at the moment we have the biggest dragon in the game, however Rhaenyra does have the dragons by number. We're going to have to get Daeron married off too, so we are now the heir of the Iron Throne and King, well, the true heir. So I'm brave, arrogant, wrathful and sadistic. Aggressive attacker, got Vhagar, I'm one-eyed. We're going to be able to eventually put a Sapphire in there. My father Otto and mother is still alive, and we've got to choose a lifestyle. I think going down Marshall is the best play. That's going to bump that up to a whopping 18. And then we've got a decision to make who to marry. I think naturally marrying Helaena is probably a good idea. However, she might have difficulty having more children. That's the only concern. If I find myself a good Baratheon girl, that might change things. I can pick whichever one I want. So we've got 17,000 troops. Christian Cole is still Lord Commander of the King's Guard too. So hopefully we can start a dynasty with Aemond. Let's reappoint the small council here. Let's make Boris Baratheon my master at arms. My father Otto is hand of the king. And let's bring in a Velaryon for master of whisperers, because half of the true Velaryons have sided with us. Montford Velaryon there too. While the rest of the fake Velaryons have joined the false queen Rhaenyra. So I've got Blackfire with me. We've also got the Crown of the Conqueror. We've got some eggs with us too. But I cannot be coronated, unfortunately, until the war is over. Okay, so let's have a look. So we've got Jason Lannister and the Baratheons with us. Jane Arryn is declared her independence. Daeron is my heir at the moment. So I think naturally marrying Helaena to shore up the Targaryen dynasty is probably not a bad idea. I can quickly just have a look at other potential options for this run. Okay, we've got some Lyseni. Oh, we've got a Rain too. Also, we have the Baratheon. So I don't think I can marry Cassandra unless I have children into her dynasty. I believe it's Floris has the best traits from memory. Marissa's pretty good. But what I will do, not to shun Boris Baratheon, I will get Daeron to marry one of the daughters instead. So I'll marry Queen Helaena, and let's just hope we can have some Targaryen children with her. We can invite dragon seeds, but not yet, I think. Yeah, so we can't have our coronation, damn. So that's going to make us have pretty bad relations with other lords. We can plan a funeral. I'm going to marry Daeron to Floris, who is better, even though she's third in line. Okay, so let's raise the army. Christian Cole will take the command. And let's hopefully try and win the Dance of the Dragons. And hopefully don't get any bad RNG. So long live the king. Aegon has died. Probably due to my doing, but he's not hiding somewhere. He's not going to pop up at Dragonstone. Aegon is dead along with his descendants. So at the moment, Aemond is king upon the Iron Throne. the usurper, and his son, well, he hasn't had a son yet or an heir, so Daeron is there. I can marry Tylan to Marissa Baratheon. Interesting, because he's in my court. That wouldn't be a bad idea. The thing is, Tylan's brother has like so many children, so he's nowhere near in line. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get a Lannister Baratheon lines going. Yeah, because Jason, look how many children Jason has. Tylan's 33. Okay, we've had a wedding celebration. Helena with Dreamfire is slightly older than me, but looks like most of the Crown Land armies have sided with Rhaenyra. Dalton Greyjoy has joined us though, declaring his independence, but Jane Arryn is currently against us. So, we've got a first battle here, just north of Hayford. The Crown Army engages, and Boris Baratheon is leading the command. It's currently 4% in our favour. The battle at Stanmill, Boris Baratheon picking up the first win. Lessons from the past, let's do that. But the Dance of the Dragons is well and truly underway. Why did this war have to begin? Because of Viserys' weakness. Made the Lords swear to Rhaenyra that are going against the air. Oh, here we go. Wait, so we've got no, Dalton's joined. Okay. So Dalton unfortunately has joined Rhaenyra, even though he declared his independence there. Right, okay. But Christian Cole's won a massive battle there. And that could be a deciding factor. Oh my god, 42,000 enemy forces lost there. Estamont, Cargyle, Prester, Fell, Rain. They have all been appointed by my brother Aegon. They're going to sit there though still. Yeah, I still have... Yeah, Rhaenyra is still my sister, half-sister at the end of the day. You do forget that. Sometimes. Okay, oh, we've captured someone. Bar Aemond. From Sharp Point. Massey Hook if it's in there. Oh, nice. Helena is pregnant. Wait, House Bar Aemond has a Valyrian steel sword? Surely by the time Got comes, they've lost that. Interesting. So Dalton Greyjoy is actually the best commander of these enemy forces. We're sitting at 65%. Wow. And House Arryn. Oh, Jace takes... No, this is Joff takes to the sky on Taraxes. A lot of the Rhaenyra's forces are in the south. We're going to have another battle. There's a new commander on the wall. A Tallheart has died and Nestamont has taken it. And we're just winning at the moment. Because we probably have numerical supremacy, more lords favour male preference primogeniture. And we've had a daughter, unfortunately. Oh, that's going to complicate things. We need a son. What's a good name? I guess we call her like Visenya or something. But Rhaenys is the one that starts the dynasty. Maegor. Visenya has Maegor, doesn't she? So maybe we just call her Visenya name-wise. Visenya. Oh, but we're going to need a son soon. Because we definitely want to go down Valyrian male preference primogeniture. Because our whole claim is still based on the oldest male Targaryen heir. Okay, so looking good. Oh wait, invalid target. What happened? So we've won the dance, but Daeron in a dragon battle has killed Rhaenyra. And Syrax too. Oh wow. And we've won the dance. It wasn't Vhagar. It was Daeron. Thanks, bro. Okay, so it's a little bit annoying, but we were gonna win this war, I reckon, anyway. We were winning so many good battles there. Christian Cole was just a better commander than Dalton Greyjoy. So, what's happened? So we've gotten Dragonstone, I think. Oh, we've also gotten Driftmark too. But, interesting. We will have our coronation, but we only have 4 kingdoms really under our control. The Vale still rebels, along with Dawn and the Iron Islands. Daeron hasn't had a child though. Alright, well let's deal with the usurpers then. So, Jace, Luke and Joff are under Key, along with the other children of Viserys. Daemon too. So there won't be a dragon battle over Harrenhal. And then we've got Rhaenys too. Okay, so we need to make a decision on what to do with them. I think what I'll do is send whoever wants to go to the wall. We'll send them there. We've also got to make a decision who takes Driftmark. Probably these 4 guys that are loyal to us. There's just so many Velaryons in the books. Maybe I split Driftmark up a bit. But we've got to make a decision with our kin. Okay, so Corlys we shall send to the Night's Watch. But we could try and intercept him on the way. We'll show to the people of King's Landing that we're a just and rightful lord. We'll send them to the Night's Watch, but maybe some of these guys can be taken out on the road, let's say. Daemon, I actually might legitimately send him to the Night's Watch. I'm a bit of a fan. Aemond was always a bit of a fanboy of him. Cregan Stark is a traitor. He should be dealt with. Dalton Greyjoy too. We'll try to send him to the Night's Watch. Now, the strong boys, we'll send them to the Night's Watch, but they definitely need to be done in. So I think we'll send as many... Thing is, I think we'll get rid of the Stark, the Greyjoy permanently, and then the strong Velaryons. And then I don't want anyone of Rhaenyra's traitor lineage. So we'll get rid of Aegon. We'll get rid of Viserys too. We'll make them all direct descendants of Aemond, I think. So Cregan Stark has accepted. He's joined the Night's Watch. Corlys too. And Daemon. But I think we'll get rid of Corlys. Jace. And Cregan at the wall. We'll plot their demise, let's say. Okay, so Rhaenyra's died. Jace has died now. Gotten rid of Rhaenys. Same with Joff. They are now dealt with. So this line will end. Dalton Greyjoy joined the Night's Watch. He was taken out. And who have we still got here? All of the other lords, which will ransom, I think. Yeah, they weren't brought before me because the war was none and void, unfortunately. The curse undone. Luke, who took out my eye, is now gone. And now we just have so many dragons roaming. We could fight Faramir in a single combat. Sure, let's do it. We've taken his Valyrian steel sword. Let's fight him. He's actually fighting himself. Nice. We won. Make sure we still have decent combat skill. Then we're going to have to deal with our traits too. Nice. My daughter Visenya has now hatched herself a dragon. I nearly don't know with that sometimes. Are you better off to allow, when there's plenty of dragons about, allow some of your family members to take the bigger dragons that are about? Or are you better off hatching them and then letting them grow up together? Okay, I'm going to start the coronation. We're going to bring in the High Septon. And the traitors have been dealt with. We're going to have to reconstitute the army after the war, as Jane Arryn, a fierce supporter of Rhaenyra, is still about. And then we've got to deal with the Greyjoys. And then, dare I say, the Dornish. So Dragon Guard, and Horsemen, I think. And then we'll just fill the rest with Gold Cloaks, depending on our money. But we've got the wealth of King's Landing and the Crown Land's backing us, so we're pretty good overall. Okay. Yeah, we've still got a decent amount. It's not like we have to do much rebuilding or repairing. Really. Buildings wise, King's Landing's still pretty good. It's not like we have to build it from the Aegon fort or something. But yeah, who would have thought that it was going to be my brother Daeron ultimately? We will go with the Crown of the Conqueror. I think it makes sense. Otto's still alive. And yeah, obviously in this alternative timeline, more akin to the books, Alicent and Otto would be fully on board with Aemond. There is that thing as... Same with Maelys and Aemond. Like, why were they not given a dragon egg when they were so young? Tyrell has a boy king. Oh, King Torrhen is now 3. There's a 3-year-old ruling the north too. So at the moment, most of the 7 kingdoms are subdued. So we've got the Crown Lands here, so we've got Dragonstone. Now this is so complicated. Who do I give Dragonstone to? Do I give it to Daeron, or do I wait? I do think... Wait, so Aemond Valarian died? Oh no. He did side with us. I nearly think I want to give it to this other line here, just because these guys are quite... He's like... Vaemon's grandson is 13. And we've got a lot of stuff here. Rogar, Jaehaerys, Valarian. Look, what I'll do is I'll give Driftmark and High Tide to Jace Valarian, who's 50. And then I'll split it up. And then I'll give... hang on, I just need to go this way. Yep, and then I'll give Ethen Valarian the Lordship of Driftmark. And then I'll give the other minor title here to Montford. The Lordship of the Gullet, yeah. And that's what I'll do. I'll try and break it up. But the Valarians, who still sided with Rhaenyra, don't ever mount enough strength to go against us. So we've got Mazaria here, the White Worm. Interesting. Tyland is our Master of Coin. Funnily enough, Barham, and I could make him my Master of Ships, but I will make the King's Guard. Oh, and I can replace my eye. Let's go with a Opal Sapphire. Let's do that. So the eye patch is no more, because now I am officially going to be king after my coronation. All hail King Aemond upon the Iron Throne. Elmo Tully now comes to bend the knee. And I'm sure the other child lords, the Reach, the North, the Iron Islands are ruled by children. Boy lords, which is surprising. Oh, that marriage is finally going to go off between the Baratheons. Nice. And now hopefully we can start rebuilding Targaryen supremacy and dominance. Because we've nearly led to the absolute destruction of this house. Nice. Things are looking better now that we're coronated. Unfortunately, on that note, guys, got to wrap things up here today. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned for more videos on the channel and another part. YouTube memberships are available if you want to get access to mod lists. But above all, take care of yourselves. My name has been Simpzy. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Goodbye.